Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're on Lake Erie and we're excited to catch some walleyes.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy
moly!
Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, Lake Erie is truly one of my favorite places in the world. And Blake, before you were born, I was a sportscaster here in Toledo, Ohio for 5 years.
I know you were telling me that on the way here.
And absolutely fell in love with Lake Erie. It is the walleye capital of the world. Last time we were here, well, how big a fish did you catch?
14-pound walleye. That was really awesome.
I remember, and that was in March, and we're with Captain Mike Patterson. And Mike, we didn't make our usual trip over here in March, April, or May because of COVID, right?
Yeah, they had the license sale shut down, so nobody from out of town could fish.
Well, today is September 2nd, and I finally got over here, and what we're going to do today is do some trolling for walleyes. And is this the most efficient way to get walleyes?
This time of year when they're spread out and suspended, I mean, they're 30 foot down and 45 feet of water, it's just hard to get them casting, so this is a way to get it done.
Now tell the folks, no possession limit here, and you can keep how many a day per person?
6 a day per person, so if you come for a week, you can keep your 6 every day.
6 every day, 6 times 7, so each guy could take home 42 walleyes.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you encourage people to keep fish here?
Yeah, it's a producing lake. I mean, if we don't take them, they give the tack to the commercial guys, so don't feel bad about keeping your fish.
Well, we're going to get some walleyes today, and we're trolling, and you can use 3 rods per person, and these Livingston type baits work really well. You like this color?
Yeah, and in this deep water, we pull these behind dipsies to get them down deep, and they got just the right action. They really like it.
Okay, and then this color, what is that like?
Looks like a lake shiner. It's kind of clear, but it's got a holographic prism to it. Looks like our shiners, and these perch colored ones, the shad and perch, the bigger baits. I mean, they're whacking these 7, 8, 9 inch perch, so it fits in good.
All right, how many rods you got out today?
We got 10 right now.
Okay, and we brought Wes Paul from Johnson Pump. He's going to drive today. He's going to reel in fish today,
Set
and
lines.
he's going to help you set lines. How's that sound?
Might make him net too.
And Blake, you are reeling in fish today
I know,
too.
I can't wait.
All right, hey folks, we'll show you more about what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Are you ready to ride? It's time for the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days on every single Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. See your local Yamaha dealer today for huge savings. Then, get out and ride.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, trolling for walleyes on Lake Erie. And Wes, what is your job today?
It is to set, reel, and release.
Yep, no, set, reel, and keep. We keep every walleye we catch here. And you're driving right now, and actually the speed is pretty important. Mike said to keep that anywhere between 2 and 2.5 miles an hour.
Right,
okay.
Right between that.
And then I guess what I'm going to do now is ask you to leave. I'll drive.
All right.
And then you can go and reel in the first fish. Well, that didn't take very long, did it, Mike?
No.
All right,
Go
Wes.
Wes,
Wes.
go
Hey, Wes. Come
Are
on,
you
Wes
Johnson
Arini.
Johnson pumped about this one.
Johnson pumped. Okay, buddy. First fish of the day. And in the clamor. Nice job. Oh, that's a beautiful walleye to start the day, Mike. Now, is that about the average size we'll be catching?
Yeah, that's on the upper size of the average eaters. We're getting them 2 to 4 pounds, and that's getting closer to that 4-pound mark, so yeah.
And again, folks, what I love about Lake Erie is they encourage you to keep every single fish you catch and not feel guilty about it. And one neat thing too, Mike, is there's places that'll actually clean these for you on shore. Huh?
Yeah.
You got to pay for it.
Yeah,
though,
it's like
right?
$1 a pound, and you go have them cleaned.
And you go sit and have a Johnsonville brat, and you come back, your fish are all packaged.
Beautiful.
Woo, my turn.
All right, Blake. Yeah, you like this, don't you?
It's a lot of fun.
You
It
sit,
really is.
relax, and Mike says, "Hey, fish on." All right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. In the clamor. Hey, nice job.
Woo, now that is a beauty.
Yeah, what did you say to Mike when you were reeling in?
I only catch the big ones.
That's what she said.
I mean, you know, the first 2 fish that we've caught are just gorgeous in size, but you actually target bigger fish.
We got bigger baits on. If we put some small spoons out, we'd be catching a lot of 9 to 12 inchers. We're trying to weed those out. So we got big spoons, big crankbaits.
And again, I hate to repeat myself, but don't feel guilty about keeping any size fish here, folks.
15 and up.
Oh, Blake just put hers in the live well, and big old Wes is back here. Here we go, here we go. Boy, look at that. Get down here, Wes,
Yeah,
so you can stand next to Mike there, will you? You know?
He smoked that one.
Hey, Wes, are you enjoying this?
Yeah, that's great. That board just went flying back.
I want to mention what Wes is doing. He's really being a big help, Mike, isn't he?
Very much. Getting the boards out. Yep.
This Humminbird Solex is awesome, and it's really an absolute necessity to have a tool like this out here on Erie, huh?
Absolutely. You have to be able to know where you're at as far as your contours and depths, and you have to be able to know if you've got catchable fish that are suspended.
So you like to follow the contour lines, right? Is that what you like to do?
Exactly, especially spring and fall when we're actually relating more to the structure.
Okay, and then too, you got your speed up here, and your speed I mentioned before is
Critical.
What do you want to run?
We're right now 2.2 to 2.4.
And that's very important.
Very important.
And what I like too is the side imaging. You can see when there's fish. You know,
Yep.
I got it set at 50 feet on each side, so you can spot the fish out there.
And sometimes when the water's clean and they're being skittish, they get up real high in the water, you won't mark them without the side imaging because they skate away from the boat.
What did you say, Mike? This one's pull and drag?
It was pull and drag when it took the board.
Okay, Blake, you got to keep up with your I don't catch little fish attitude.
Well, let's see about that. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, wouldn't this be a great trip for folks who just want to come and catch walleyes to eat?
Oh my gosh,
Great
absolutely.
eating fish.
And bring in families.
Yeah, well, you just sit here and relax. I'm
And-
the driver, you're the catcher.
Dad, you're doing a lot of work today. I'm proud of you.
I am. I completely wore out steering. No, I actually have an important job, don't I?
Very, you have to keep it going straight so the rods don't get tangled. You have to keep the speed right.
Okay, well, come on, Blake.
I'm trying.
Hey, there we go, there we go. Blake, not as big as
Not
I
as
thought, but
big,
that
but-
is a beautiful walleye. Nicely done. No, I thought that was going to be a lot bigger, Mike, but that's a beautiful walleye right there. And again, what Mike is doing, folks, is targeting bigger fish. And Mike, you know, like I mentioned earlier, today is September the 2nd, and I wanted to ask you, buddy, what about the rest of September and getting into October for Lake Erie?
It just keeps getting better. We're in the doldrums of the end of summer here, and we're 17 miles out. Big baits, trying to get big fish instead of little fish, and the big fish are on their way back though, so it's going to get better from here on out.
What's wrong, Blake?
Well, my hands are all dirty from all the fish,
Yeah.
and I had to, thank goodness Ryan has a bar of soap.
Well, wash your hands. Wash them, wash them, wash them. Wash your hands. Now, Wes, this is why we have the wash down kit. Look at that. No, Wes, that is an awesome thing to have in the boat, isn't it? Because when we use live bait, man, we get all kinds. She gets crawlers and mud all over the boat, no, really, doesn't that work well at the end of the
Yeah,
day?
it does.
That is called the Johnson Pump Washdown Kit, right, Wes?
Yeah, it's AquaJet washdown. It's 5.2 gallons per minute. The interesting thing about this is 70 psi. So you get blood in the carpet, mud, anything. Dual application, even offshore boats. On the offshore fishing, getting the blood out. Pontoons. This is the tool you need.
Shoot
And
Mike.
wash your hands.
Shoot Mike.
Better not.
All All right, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, Wes. Now there you go. Now get Johnson pumped.
I can't get Johnson pumped about that.
What is that, Mike?
It's a white perch.
That is not a white bass.
It's not a white bass, it's a white perch. It doesn't have the defined lateral lines.
All right, Wes, we're gonna give you another chance since you just caught that gorgeous white perch that you're getting mounted. Okay?
Just a replica.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you gotta release those.
This is that year class. It's a year and a half old now.
Oh, that's all. Now wait, the growth rate here on Lake Erie, folks, is absolutely phenomenal. You tell everybody how old that fish is, Mike.
It was born last year.
That is incredible. So next year that'll be 16 inches?
This time of year next year it'll make 15 and a half, 16.
Now just to compare, folks, northern Wisconsin, it takes a walleye 5 years to get to be 15 inches long.
Yeah.
And down here it takes?
2.5.
2.5 years. Incredible growth rate.
Twice as fast.
Yeah. We were fishing Lake Erie out of Port Clinton, Ohio, a 5.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 4.5 hours from Chicago, and 13 hours from Minneapolis.
The Kalen's Google Eye Jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates a deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects the light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 2 styles and 13 colors.
It's hard to put our adventures on hold, but now is the perfect time to prepare for their return. Amsoil has your back with fast, free shipping, and ordering has never been easier. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 on Amsoil products, and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
Help me make a difference in our community. I'm Jeff Kolazinski, the Marathon Man. Fishing for Life's Next Gen program needs your help. I will fish for 24 hours to hopefully break a world record of most fish caught and do it to support our military families. We'd love you to join us on the bank or online. You can visit marathonmanfishing.com or watch live on Facebook for all 24 hours or even a few minutes. We'd love your support at Marathon Man Fishing on Facebook Live.
This is so much fun with the mega side imaging here, folks. I can see these walleyes down about 30 feet. Blake is reeling another one, and this is really fast fishing.
In case I yell for the net.
This is fast fishing. Wes catches the small ones, I catch the big ones.
Ooh. Ooh, Blake, what do we got here? We got, oh, there we go. This fish is about 15, 16 inches long, and we talked about the age. This fish is probably only, what, Mike, 2.5, 3 years old?
It's deceiving. We've been catching him so big. He's more like 18. That's a 3-year-old fish.
That's a 3-year-old fish right there. That's the incredible growth rate. And what we should say here is you have an incredible amount of bait here. If you came out here at night and hung a lantern over the boat, what would you see?
Shiners and shad all over the place.
One issue during the COVID pandemic, folks, is you cannot cross this line right here and go into Canada. It is illegal. And Mike, what I wanted to ask is, so they actually patrol this, right?
They patrol the line. They've got aircraft that comes through, and then they've got their boats. If they get calls, they need to come check someone. But yeah, you cannot cross the line with this COVID deal.
And that's another great thing about having a Humminbird with the GPS system on there. You know where that line is.
You got to make sure you know if you're 100 yards the wrong way, it's like a $1,200 ticket.
Wes, turn around. The camera's on. You're giddy today, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm having a blast.
Well, how can you not catching walleye after walleye, right?
This is quick fishing.
Oh, there we go. Wes does. Oh, Wes, come on. Wes. Yeah,
right.
Hey, Wes, now don't miss this one, okay?
All right. I'm Johnson pumped about this one, John.
Okay, Wes, Paul in the Clamoroo, Wes.
All right.
Hey, there's another dandy. Hey, Wes, you do a lot of walleye fishing. Is this your first time over on Erie?
It's my second time.
It's a special place.
It is. This has been just amazing this morning.
Okay, in a couple of weeks, Mike, when the water cools down, what do you use for casting out here?
We like to use little crawler harnesses with a little chunk of night crawler.
And just cast out?
Casting out, counting down, reeling it back. A lot of times you're up shallow on top of the reef, so you're only in 10 feet of water or so.
And you were telling me too in September about the perch fishing. That's fabulous.
As soon as they turn on, it's great.
And how many can you keep a day in the perch?
30 per person.
30 per person.
Yep.
And no possession limit.
No possession.
Do you have a blister on your hand?
Yeah. And
Well,
Whoa, you still gotta do it.
Yeah, well, of course you do. You're catching walleyes.
I know, it's worth it.
Oh, bring them up. Oh, that's a dandy, beautiful
dandy.
walleye Blake. Hey, Mike, now, how old is that one, do you think, buddy?
About a 4-year-old fish.
Isn't that incredible, the
20
growth
inches.
rates? I mean, I just can't get over that. I mean, it is incredible. And what are these walleyes feeding on out here in the wide open spaces?
Shiners and shad and bugs. They eat a lot of the bugs too. These spiny fleas, and when the mayflies are hatching, they eat a lot of the insects, larvae.
Okay, as we get later in September, can you go back to the casting?
Yes.
Okay,
It gets better. They get suspended higher, cast and crawler harnesses with a chunk of worm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Blake, you're doing great today, man.
Thank you, it's fun.
We're gonna stop and have those cleaned and cook up a Johnsonville.
That sounds wonderful.
Hey Blake, when you're out fishing on Lake Erie, what happens? You get pretty hungry.
Yep, and I can't wait to have a Johnsonville.
Well, I got good Johnsonvilles today. These are quick and easy. And Mike, I know you love them and your family loves Johnsonvilles. These are the Johnsonville Flame Grilled Italian and the Flame Grilled Cheddar Sausage. And again, the beauty of these, just turn your old grill on there and it takes about 10 minutes to warm them up. As I said, they do the grilling at the factory. It's a quick, easy, delicious treat.
Yes.
Well, Mike?
Man, those are good.
Now tell the folks, when you do your ice fishing guiding, what do you provide for your customers out there?
Johnsonvilles.
Aren't
every
they
day.
great? And the pre-cooked, you like the pre-cooked?
Like the pre-cooked. I love the cheddars, the Italians, the stadium brats. We love them all.
Look for Johnsonville Flame Grilled Sausage at your favorite retailer today. Blake just lost one, Wes, so I want you to catch this one.
Gotta get this one.
Okay, now you've been in the habit of catching small ones.
Since the first one.
Yeah, get Johnson pumped and get
All
this
right.
in.
Getting Johnson pumped on this one.
Okay, we got ourselves another good eating walleye. Wow. Walleye fishing's been good here all summer, hasn't it?
It's been really good. You're wading through a lot of small fish because we've got so many in the lake, but that's no problem. You're still catching fish. We're still getting our fish. So.
Wes, the future of Lake Erie, the next 5 years is going to be just phenomenal. I would say in 3 years, your average male is going to be how big?
20 to 22.
That's amazing, really. And the females, well,
Bigger.
we know.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get one big female today.
Yeah.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out our new expanded ad for even more deals, more savings in-store and online at fleetfarm.com. And the Rapala Rippin' Wraps are on sale, 2 for $11. The Rapala Rippin' Wraps on sale, 2 for $11.
Well, Wes has got one on in the back of the boat, but one thing that's happening, folks, as we get towards about 11 o'clock in the morning, the wind has lied completely down. I mean, it's going to be almost calm out here. Mike, that's not really good for walleye fishing. You want more wind, right?
Yeah, they feed in the current. That wind makes the current, and when the current slacks, they go slack for a while till they reacclimate. If it stays calm for a few hours, they might turn back up, but it usually kills the bite for a little while.
Wes, keep working there, Wes.
20.
Keep working, Wes. Hey, Wes, turn around.
There he is.
Yeah.
Nice fish. Nice
Ooh,
fish.
that's a nice one. That's a nice one there, buddy. Hey, beautiful walleye. Look at the size of that fish, Wes. Folks, if you're looking for a place to go to fill your freezer, this is the deal here. And Wes, I'll tell you what, you can have my 6 today too.
Thanks,
okay?
buddy.
But Mike, it's not uncommon to limit out on this trolling deal.
It's more common than not.
Hey Blake, I'll tell you what, it's the driver who's doing all the work here.
Okay.
Now what I'm doing is
Think what you want.
keeping us on a straight line, right, Mike?
Yep, yep.
And we're really straddling that Canadian border, aren't we?
Really close.
Yeah. And what's the deal, Mike? What are you looking for out here? Just a 40-foot flat?
It's 40, 45 foot, and just looking for the currents that the bait fish are holding up, and they're following these bait fish. So.
Yeah, Blake, how you doing there?
I think I'm getting another blister.
Well, I need those walleyes for the frying pan. So keep working.
Oh, I keep going.
Whoa, there we go, Blake. Another beautiful walleye in the nets.
Whew, that was a fun fish to catch. And folks, it's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner is Ed Boughton of Newport, Minnesota, caught the 16-inch crappie on a lake using a jig and minnow. Gary Tarnow of Whitelaw, Wisconsin, boated this 41-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using a spoon. Bob Noga of Sleepy Hollow, Illinois, caught this 11-1/4-inch bluegill on a lake using a leech. Jimmy Nitka of Green Bay, Wisconsin, boated this 42-inch northern on the Bay of Green Bay using a flicker shad. And this week's first kid winners, Charlie Nega of Bristol, Wisconsin, caught this 37-inch snook on Lake Michigan using a spoon. And Lucy Robinson of Ankey, Iowa, caught this 15-1/4-inch crappie on Grandpa's Pond using a minnow.
Hey, you had a neat experience last week. You were the first to drive the new Recon 18-foot tiller.
Yeah, it was awesome. Very smooth and a lot of room for fishermen. 2 live wells, 9-foot rod locker, awesome space, and a smooth ride.
And the thing I like about it is it's a glass boat. It's going to outperform any aluminum boat. It's got a rear casting deck, and you can walk all along the sides. A ton of fishing room. And what's really cool, Blake, this package comes complete with 2 locators, a bow mount, and a 90 horsepower engine, plus the trailer for under $40,000.
That's an amazing deal. And you can customize your own at reconboats.com.
Lifetime hull warranty.
The Kalen's Google Eye swing head features a wide base with a built-in glass rattle that puts off a lot of vibration and noise into the water. And the wide base allows it to not get snagged as much along the bottom. Check this out in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of the lake. Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes. It's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
August is a great time to come here. We're going to be targeting lake trout today.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
We got a lot of great questions on our Ask the Guide segment this week. John Kadursky, we picked his question. I heard that water temperatures affect the fishing. Do you adjust your trolling speed as the water cools down in the fall?
Very much. So as it gets cooler, you're going to go slower. The fastest you troll is the middle of summer when it's hot. We might get up to 2.5, 2.8, and as it cools down, you're progressively slowing down. Whereas the real late stuff, we're clear down to 1, 1.1, even 0.8 miles an hour.
And try different speeds every day, but late in the fall it's 1.1. But try different speeds every day.
It's always something. One day we'll be doing 1.1, and then a week later we're back up to 1.6. So you just got to vary it and see what's going on.
Thanks for your question, John. By the way, you get coupons for 2 packs of Johnsonville Broads. Hey, Mike, I love this kind of a day, buddy. It's so relaxing, and to catch these kind of walleyes is amazing, isn't it, Wes?
This is great, and John, you're doing an excellent job driving the boat.
Well, I got to keep us out of Canada.
He's right there.
Oh, let's see what we got here. We have ourselves a... Wow, that is a beautiful walleye there, Wes Paul.
All right.
Hey, nice fish, buddy. Hey, Mike, you know one thing that I didn't talk about before, if folks come and fish with you, you provide all the equipment, right?
Yeah. You don't need to bring anything, a fishing license and something to drink, or I can get the drinks for you, it doesn't matter.
And also you got the trolling gear, but if folks want to come down and cast when the casting bite's on, you got all the equipment for that too.
I got more than I need.
There you go, Wes. Another beautiful eating walleye.
Oh, yeah. Another fun one.
Yeah, well, they're all fun, but you know what's interesting? We're catching these walleyes in the middle of a sunny, hot day, and it is 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unusual.
It's been pretty steady.
Yeah.
I mean, since we got out here, so this has been a fun trip.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. The Salmo Hornets are on sale for $5.99 and 20% off the Suffolk Advanced Fluorocarbon Fishing Line starting at $17.59.
Come on, Wes.
Right.
Let's go, Wes. All right, does that feel decent,
Yeah, it
Wes?
feels decent. It's staying down again.
Keep them coming, Wes. Keep them coming. Hey, way to go there, Wes Paul.
All right.
Hey, Mike, you know what's interesting today, buddy, is I'm seeing a ton of boats out here, and they're all in a little area. We're on our own. We're staying away from all the boats.
Yeah, we've been making a 3-mile stretch away from everybody, and you know, there's literally a 5-mile line here where we've been marking fish, and everybody seems to be stuck wanting to fish right by this reef. What I've found over the years is if you can stay by yourself, the fish stay active longer. If you get 10 boats trolling over the same spot, they start going deeper and they stop biting.
Now, Mike, again, how old is that fish?
It's going to be a 2.5-year-old fish.
Amazing growth rate. I mean, that just is mind-boggling, you know, to me. But nice job, Wes. And boy, you're going to have a lot of walleyes for you and Holly and the girls.
Oh, they're going to be excited.
Hey, Wes, are you straightening your muscles?
Yeah, look at these muscles.
Wow, you are a muscular dude, and that I hope that's a big walleye on the other end.
It's fighting good.
Let's lift him in, Wes. There we go. Hey, what you got to look at how these fish are feeding. Look at the stomach, Mike, on that fish.
Yeah, they're puffed out.
I mean, that is amazing, and that's why they grow so fast. They just eat so much.
They've got so much food, they don't have to worry about chasing food.
I got a fish.
Blake's got one too. Look at that fish.
That's another one.
Nicer one.
Hey, look at that. Hold these up together, you guys. We've only fished a half a day, and I mean, that's got to be 20 walleyes.
Yeah.
And you know, we could fish longer, but it's just been an awful lot of fun. And folks, I think people should come down and enjoy this with Mike. The fishing's just going to get better as the fall goes on, right?
Yeah, it's going to get great.
Hey, even the captain gets to reel one in occasionally, huh, Mike?
When it's time to clear lines.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're clearing lines, and you got to bite, reeling. Oh, look at that. There you go, Mike. Nice walleye. Hold them up nice and high. And boy, what a day, buddy. What a day. A limit of walleyes, huh?
We'll take them like that.
No, those are all gorgeous fish. Come on, Wes, we need one more for our limit. We can keep 6 apiece, 24 walleyes. Here he is. Don't lose him, Wes. Don't lose him. There is our 24th walleye. Yeah. Not unusual to limit out, is it, Mike?
No, halfway through the day, now we can go mess around.
Yeah, beautiful. Wes, you did a great job helping.
Thank you.
Captain Mike Patterson charters on Lake Erie on a daily basis. For more information, give Mike a call. That phone number is 419-308-6925. 308-6925.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From cutting back to cleaning up, Fleet Farm has everything you need to get your yard ready for fall. Whether you're giving the lawn one last feed, showing that woodpile who's boss, or powering through the leaves, there's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, I don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm. You won't believe what you'll find.
Hey, want to thank Highway Bait and Tackle. If you get a group of people coming down here to fish Lake Erie, their cabins sleep 8 people. It's inexpensive and very clean, and the bait shop's right there.
Bait shop's there. They got a kitchen. You can cook meals. You can clean fish there. It's great.
Highway
Bait and Tackle.
Highway Bait and Tackle. Thanks, buddy. A limit of walleyes.
Good day.
That sure was a fun day. Are you excited to get your walleyes professionally cleaned now?
I sure am. It was a great day.
Yeah, it was. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm Blake Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey,